All right, welcome back. I did not realize how quiet I was when it came to the game. So I brought my mic a little closer to me. That way you guys can hear me a little bit better. And I also increased my gain. So hopefully, oh yeah, and I also reduced the sound of the game itself through OBS. So hopefully you guys can hear me better and you're not having to compete with listening to me over the game. Anyway, welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. We are a. What's the best way to describe it? Uh, a, an artificial construct with the consciousness of a human being put into it. Uh, that is also happens to be a corporate property of some sort. Yada yada yada. Fucking scary future shit. Dystopia. Words. That's what this game is for. The game does words. I just read them. So we're gonna go ahead with that. I don't remember what I was planning on doing. Fang. Ever since your trip to the shipyard, Fang has been missing from his bay. What's going on? Are we supposed to be looking for Fang? What's going on here? Because that's got a little red dealie on it. Does that mean bad stuff? Do we need to look for Fang? Could buy some scrap, but don't really need that. God, the hunter almost has me. I just don't know if it's a good idea to do that, because the vending machine mentioned something about a killer after the hunter. Don't know if we want to mess around with the killer. Caster can give us a shit mine, so we can't go anywhere until we get our tracking bracelet off, or our tracker disabled, which Fang so far is the only person capable of doing. Go ahead and unlock this. Simply because why not? A heavily tattooed spacer takes your chits and tells you to prepare. She'll be waiting at the edge for your arrival. Founders Ferry, Greenway Transit. Take the ferry across Founders Gap to the Greenway. Alright. Interesting. Haifa Commune. Yeah, so this is just one giant ring. I don't know how big this is. Does this go all the way around? Because there's a lot more here than I thought. The simplest way to explore the Greenway is simply to pick a path and set off into twisting chambers and passages. This carries above obvious risks. Rather than simply thrash through the undergrowth, you might sketch a map of the overground jungle to try to better navigate its hazards. Yeah, that's not how I operate, so. Damn. Oh, and it gave me energy, too. You find your way into a well-kept pathway between encampments where carefully planted groves provide fungus and vegetables. Mushrooms. The aviary. Overgrown garden. Mushroom groves. Buried fungus chambers. And farm stacks. Vertical farms. Work the stacks. Some farm stacks from the old station have survived, and the farmers that work them are always looking for new workers. They pay by yield. There's loads of food here. Why should these farmers keep it to themselves? If you can do it quick, you might not even notice it's gone. If you get caught stealing, there's no way you'll be able to work in the stacks. As simple as that. I wonder how much it'll pay. Clear overgrowth. Once a corporate garden for impressing guests with gene-tweaked birds, now is the chamber of mess of now this chamber is a mess of overgrowth. You can change that. Sunlit refuge. Cut away the choking vines to stop the rot, and this place can be turned into a garden of sorts. Interesting. Ooh. While the grove mushrooms are dangerously inconsistent, spores provide a chance to gather or study these species in an untouched form. Interesting. The fungus that grows in the deep groves of the greenway are strange and typically avoided, but those with sharp eyes might find sustenance. Work the canteen. Newcomers to the commune can work within the canteen, preparing and serving food for those that make the compound their home. Work the grow beds. The grow beds are the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling their lab work. You are invited to assist in maintaining them. Haifa member. The only way to become a member of the commune is to work your way in through long service. It isn't for everyone. Interesting. I just love how much open-endedness this game has, despite being just so simple. It's usually the simple ones that are like that, though. Gather scrap. Out here, the edge of the habitable parts of the eye, everything is scrap. The trick is finding components that are still usable and staying safe. Holy fuck! That was the neutral outcome. God damn. Shit. I didn't expect that to take all my energy down. God, holy fuck. That sucked. Hey buddy, I need food, not you. Emphasis stall. Jesus. Oh yeah, as such, since this is a narrative game, I decided to take my face cam off for, what's the word? I don't know what word I'm trying to think of. I can't think of words right now, so don't ask. Immersion? I don't fucking know. About time to start injecting a stabilizer, but we'll hold off for just a little bit longer. He's fucking really working up, so could sell the scrap. Or did Castor... No, he wants the agents. I should at some point work that out, but right now... Was there something I needed scrap for? I feel like there was something I needed scrap for other than selling. I need a ship mine for the ambergris. Might as well get paid for this scrap as well as become a trusted trader. Oh yeah, there's an old ship mine fabrication stack in the back of the market, but only trusted traders get access to it. So this will be my in to get a ship mine, maybe. I imagine it's going to cost me something. Or fabricator, reclaim fabrication stack. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough salvaged fragments, can be reassembled with a fabricator. I do not have that, in fact. But I have at least gotten a decent amount of money up. I'm gonna need shits for when this fucking comes in. Let's explore the spoke. It's a neutral outcome. Not great, but oh well. Oh, fuck. Oh, I have an upgrade. That's actually kind of nice. That's also really nice. This might be helpful as well. Interface actions. Agent nodes give double data. Let's go ahead and do engage. We're starving. Memphis, I'm hungry. I'm dying here, man. Fuck. Try clearing this overgrowth. There we go. Alright, one more rest and then I'll take my stabilizer. I can only assume... Whoop. Wait, what? Alright, that's right. I can only assume that Fang will come back once the, once his cycle counter's up. That's about the best I got. Get in here. $11 cryo. That's positive outcome. I was hoping I could get fungus from that. I think I might have to do this though, but that's kind of risky for me. All right. See how much of a fucking tab this fucking bounty hunter has fucking racked up. Oh, I keep doing that. A little further down. There we go. And end cycle. Oh, I need a... I'm about to be starving. God, that's a shitty roll. That's a negative outcome. It still gives me a little bit of energy, though. There we go. There's a little bit more. Alright. How much of a fucking tab did you... How can someone drink this much in 6 cycles? Ethan hasn't held back while he's been in the compressor. Oh, Ethan says you have 2 cycles to pay the tab. He calls it being fair-minded. Well, there's his fucking tab. I can't believe he just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes across the bar. You look across to see him leaning across in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled liquids glinting all around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed. A load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar, or they go spending their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. Walk away. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? 1 round of drinks and we're even, sleeper. Come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun dangling from a chest holster. Stop. Ethan laughs hard, and the people around him turn to see what's happening. I told you already about begging. I'm a freelancer, sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with S&R, didn't we? The distance is that my word means something. I can't do the voices. My fucking throat's too fucked up from yesterday. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little old body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two? I'm nothing like you. That's what I'm saying. Ethan is addressing the bar now, having noticed the attention from the other patrons. You are a coward. I'm a professional. Though I should thank you. Ethan nods his head heavy. For giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know. Real bounties. If I knew catching a sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds a finger in that general direction without turning around. Nothing to add? Ethan turns and walks back towards the bar. Good. Lesson learned. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one, with something left in it. The thing is, sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you. No matter what. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So, please, go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Look at yourself. Give it up, sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and are out. Out of the cloying dark of the sweat drench of the compressor. Oh, I'm not into reading today. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. That gave me an upgrade point at least. God, I have to pay his tab in 4 cycles now? That sucks. Well, one more cycle and we'll find out what happened to Fang. Hopefully you can get this fucking tracker off me soon. Alright, one more. And we'll have the spoke. The spoke is a layer of after layer of dense urban fabric. The only way to explore it is vertically. Paz import export. Sell ship mine. Why would I ever want to sell a ship mine? Everybody's after ship mines. Paz claims the ship mine was salvaged from a Solheim executive yacht, which is why it costs so much. Ugh. 300 to buy a ship mine. Paz knows a spacer would take a Matsutake out to the starboard belt, but only in bulk. 80 cryo for 3 batches. Interesting. So there's opportunity for making some interesting chits there. Holy shit. With so many shipments, what's one diverted package? You would have no idea what you were stealing, but that's part of the fun, right? Freight operator. Midlight runs automated freight down from the free spoke. They needed skilled operators, and you don't have to lift a single crate. Interesting. Ascend to the hub. Oh, dang. That's not what I was expecting at all. Oh, we gotta fucking explore the hub now? Jesus, there's so much to do. Well, can't do nothing but sleep right now. I do need to start making some chits to buy some stabilizers soon here. And also to pay off his tab in case fucking Fang doesn't come through quick enough. Jesus, what is with these rolls? Oh no. It's been more than a few cycles since Fang confronted Hardin, and the silence since has been unnoticeable. In your time with Fang, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear from the end of whatever plan he had put into action. But if he won't come to you, you think as you approach the Havanage building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open, the light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery from the bright flood lamps. A figure in Havanage security fatigue steps out of the bay. As you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Fang's stash with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Hardin is there, leaning beside the bay entrance so calmly that you barely notice him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures scrawled across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Fang's collusions. You see another security officer come out of the bay and take notice of you. Hardin. Hardin pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around the stacks of hardware. Spying on fellow Havanage members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? Tells you nothing. We will see what the council has to say about that. He looks up at the glass roof above and the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, and the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the Eye descending into the chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction or self-interest. You're the self-interested one, for sure. More accusations. What have you achieved, Sleeper? Your entire existence is proof of your self-interest, signing yourself over to be emulated rather than work for yourself. Whether you remember it or not, you suffer from the same short-sighted perspective as the person you were copied from. You see, Sleeper, we are a proud history here. Andre Erlin and the First Union founded this place, and Havanage has wielded his values into into the very walls of this place. We will never turn away the hard-working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havanage aren't a gang like Yadigan. We aren't pirates like half the spaces you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like the Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye, Sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eye. So please take your false accusations elsewhere before I decide I need that confession after all. History will catch up with you. I'm not afraid of history, Sleeper. We are making it here cycle by cycle. He smiles. If you have any pride, you will give up Fang the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back towards the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear-out. As they do, something catches your eye among the server stacks. A crumpled hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum, a penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card, and scrawled onto it is a speech bubble reading, "Take me to the Tambor." You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, and then turn away, just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Fang? And where the hell is Tambor? Tambor. Do we know a Tambor? Or is Tambor a person? Oh, interesting. I can explore the wastes now. Oh no, that's just gather scrap. Tambor. I'm not even sure I know where that is. I don't recall anything being named Tambor. Oh, Tambor Tea House. You feel stupid doing this, but the penguin says take me to Tambor, and the only Tambor you can find. The waitress looks up at you with suspicion as you hand over the box. Is this the right place? As you go to leave the Tambor Tea House, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper! Fang hisses. Oh, Sleeper! Fang hisses from you behind. How did you find me? The penguin. Penguin? What are you? He thinks for a second. Oh, do you mean? He mimes, throwing the gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but... He cringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Fang guides you down a set of stairs to one of the Tambor's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Fang sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part is a bit of a misnomer, though. You can get anything the Eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself fashioned from some old salvaged tank or container, then lined with spongy insulation foam. Collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Havanage types. They don't usually come out this far. Oh, only you. Huh, not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Hardin has someone's ear. He grins. Doesn't bother me, though. Shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Look at the menu. Fang is right, the menu is ridiculous. There are at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out. But the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed without a price as a seasonal specialty. So you ran into Hardin. Was he pissed? Fang doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlen would approve of his meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Havanage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down to at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. He sighs. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up your arm turns up. Oh my god! Turns up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. Girl neat. Fang taps the table in order to order the same. And you. And you, she begins, looking to Fang, but when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Fang shrinks a little. You are supposed to be working. This is your shift, he grins sheepishly. Ah, she's talking to Fang. You work here? Fang waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Wave. Fang doesn't look pleased. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Fang. And only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. What? Fang stretches in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in, this is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember the web of connections that Harden pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what Solheim executive might be getting up to in the eye, those are the people we have to find first. Fang is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end. And, well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate onto the table. I've set this up so anyone in the network with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they are marked, we can break through their access protocols and get the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, and so far I've had no matches in this place. With 2 of us, we can cover more ground. How? Well, Fang has a hangdog. Look, we need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people and residences as possible. It turns out my friend Mingi needs some help with deliveries. As in Mingi Express? So you already know him. Perfect. Fang places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol. If you get near any of your targets, so all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Mingi, and soon enough we'll have the place covered. Fang. Don't give me that. You think I like working here? I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We're in this together, right? Right, sure. Okay then. Fang slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head on up to Mingi Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone to extract any data, bring it down here to me. They have me on double shift, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past carrying a tray of drinks and sharply catches Fang's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink, he stands. I think it's time we call this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe. Fang adds before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. Alright, I'm going to cut this one short because my throat is not handling it very good. Not to mention, I'm way too tired to read all this shit. My brain cannot keep up. And I cannot read far enough ahead to be able to speak coherently. So, we'll see when I come back to this. I might take a little break for it to let my fucking voice collect itself as well as my brain. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this small little snippet of